Hey guys, and welcome back to another Let's Get Personal, the show where I answer questions and hopefully solve your problems. If you're unfamiliar with this show, essentially you guys send me any problems or concerns or anything going on in your life that you're comfortable sending me through the email there below in the description, Fear.LGP@hotmail.com, and I pick one and I talk about it in the video. And I also like to ask everybody watching the video as well to leave your advice on what this person should do, so that way this person can watch this video, listen to my advice, and also take advice from other people as well. But before we get into the Let's Get Personal, guys, I figured I'd let you all know that I am back on play.lonesurvivor.net. That's right, it's a really fun survival server which allows you to enjoy playing and hunting other players. That's right, you can team up with your friends to survive the dangers that may just come your way. The server also got player trackers, which allows you to prepare so you don't get ganged up on people, and it's got custom generated worlds, enchants, and a lot more. You guys should totally check it out. I have been running around on the server a lot lately, and it's been a lot of fun. Seriously, if you want to check it out, the IP is down in the description below. Also, prepare yourselves. I'm throwing in a shameless plug here. I've been really trying to build up my following on Twitter. It would be totally awesome if you could follow me on Twitter @TheFearRaiser. That would be totally awesome. I love you forever. I love you forever now, but I love you forever more if you follow me on Twitter. So there it is. It's on the screen. The link's in the description below. And if you got Twitter, be sure to follow me. All right, with that being said, though, let's get into today's Let's Get Personal, okay? So it says, "Hey Fear, my name is," I hope I'm saying this right, Lexin. "I know it's a weird name. I am a 19-year-old girl with a really big problem. Over the years, I battled depression and panic attacks. I never knew why until I finally went to a counselor for it. It turns out that I never had what she called a normal childhood, and my teenage years were spent dating losers who I wanted attention from. I've talked with my friends about it, and they seem to agree that my entire life has been the weirdest they've heard of. I never had friends over, I was reclused, and I stayed in this in-between state of clinical depression and anxiety. The more I talk with everyone, the more I feel as though I'm a freak. I know my life was different, but was it so abnormal and empty that I basically brought this on myself? Any help or advice would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much." So first off, thank you for sending me this email. So I got a few things I want to say first. So you said you've been battling depression and panic attacks, which I guess come from anxiety. You said you've spent your teenage years dating losers you wanted attention from, and then you pretty much state that you have been reclusive and stayed in this between clinical depression and anxiety. So, first off, I want to say that if you didn't know, or if anybody out there didn't know, that depression, like clinical depression and anxiety, are a pretty big deal. A lot of people actually suffer from it, and it's bad, it sucks. Now, the best thing that usually makes these situations better for people who have clinical depression or anxiety or any sort of, mental kind of illness, I guess. The best thing is to always get help from it, because you cannot cure clinical depression by just trying to be happy, and anxiety is something that takes tremendous amounts of time to even slowly heal from without help, okay? So that's certainly some things I wanted to throw in there, but you said that you've gone to a counselor for it, which is good. The main step here is that you realize that this is a problem, and whether or not you've gotten help, I would suggest that you get out there and get help. Now, whether or not, your friends or the people you talk to feel like make you feel like a freak, first off, why would anyone that you talk to, after, I guess, discussing your situation with, if they're making you feel like a freak, that's not cool on their behalf, and that's just not being a friend. A good friend is there for you. They understand you. They're there to help. They sympathize with you. And I'm saying this right now, guys, if you have any friends that when you open up to them, and they're just a bunch of, they're not cool, right? They make you kind of upset even more, or they just don't help. they're not your friends, okay? I have been through this situation numerous times. They're not your friends. And, you know, it was a big problem I had through junior high and high school. The real friends will stick there for you and help you and make you feel better about a bad situation, or at least, and listen, not at least, they will listen and they will do their best to help. And then you say here at the end, you know, your life is different, but was it so abnormal and empty that I basically brought this on myself? You know, this is the thing. People, and again, like, I'm going back to this, people who have clinical depression and anxiety, like my girlfriend has clinical depression, and it's been hard for her. It really has. Her sister has anxiety, like, really bad, and it's really been bad for her too. So what I'm trying to say here is, you know, people who have these conditions obviously live life differently and go through a lot more, like, harder experiences and deal with things a lot worse than other people. So I don't think you should be thinking that you're a freak, because you're not. You had a situation, sorry. You've got either clinical depression, anxiety, or whatever you have. I mean, I'm not just gonna tell you what you have. Regardless, you realize you have these issues and you want to fix them. And whether or not, you know, life wasn't as great as other people claim their lives were, who cares? The point is, it's your life, and just, you know, live life with no regrets. You know, do what you can, and if you got regrets, get over them. Figure out ways to get over them and just move on. If clinical depression and anxiety are really troubling you right now in your life, go out there and get help. Don't be afraid. Mental illness is not something you should be ashamed of. It's something that needs to be helped, because a lot of people have these mental illnesses and problems and stuff. And a lot of people just feel, for some reason, ashamed or embarrassed or something about it, and you shouldn't. So my advice, I guess, is, you know, just live life, you know, as best you can. If you've got regrets, like I said, try and get over them. And whether or not you had a fantastic childhood or teenage years, or they kind of sucked, do what you can to make life good now. It doesn't matter what happened in the past, because whatever happened, happened. You can't change that. So if I were you, I would focus on getting better, getting help if you truly believe you need it, and just making life better now. Focus on the now, plan for the future, and, you know, if you've got negative things in the past, forget about them. That's my advice for you, or at least the best advice I can think of right now. But I hope this is helpful for not only you, but for everyone else that is in a situation similar. But with that being said, though, guys, thank you so much for watching. What do you think this person should do? Lexin, I hope I said your name right as well. What do you think this person should do? Leave your opinion in the comments section below, and you could be really helping this person out. All right, guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.